hit record so I don't forget.
Okay.
Okay, Tyler might dial in or he might be at a meeting, but okay. I'm super excited to have Dawn on our call. I met her just through our like bigger team 2.1 and it felt like we knew each other forever. She's the first person I told that I was not going back to teaching because she had been praying for me for months and months. And then I finally got to meet her and hug her back in March when we met in Tulsa. So I'm excited for you guys to listen to her passion and her journey and kind of like how she's rocking things right now. So I will let you do the rest, Dawn.
Okay. Hey guys, just feel so honored that Lindy asked me to be on the call tonight. So Lindy and I think we came into Beachbody kind of about the same time and maybe a few months apart. And so I am one of Annie Reed's personally sponsored coaches. And so Lindy and I just kind of connected and, we both have children. Both of our husbands just happen to be agri teachers, which is kind of small world, even though we live several states away. So I live in Fayetteville, Arkansas, which is in the northwest corner of the state, kind of near Missouri, Kansas, and Oklahoma. And I have 3 girls, ages 6, 10, and 12. And so my husband's an agri teacher, like I said, and I am the high school secretary at the same high school where he's the agri teacher. And what's kind of ironic about Lindy and I is that we made really big shifts in our life at right about the same time. Last year, about this time, actually. It was actually almost this exact time last year that I had been in my workplace, the same workplace for 23 years. It was the University of Arkansas, and I had worked in various offices there. And I just, the last few years at that job, I had just not been happy. There had been a shift in management, and my heart was not in it anymore, and I was looking for a shift. And so I had kind of, this is kind of where Beachbody came in, and just kind of the dreamers that we are around, they just put belief in you. Like, Annie and Lauren and Anna, and Lindy and Val, and just these people that, push themselves to do big, hard things. And when you are surrounded by people like that are speaking to you all the time, you realize that you can do that too. And so I had said out loud to my boss that I, at some point in the next 2 years, wanted to either quit my job there, because I just wanted to be upfront with her. And I just said, I want to either quit my job, I want to go part-time, or I want to find a job at a school so I can have more flexibility with my kids. Well, what is so funny is that so right after I did that, couple months passed, and I had been talking to Lindy all this time, and she really wanted to put in her notice at her job and go part-time and, quit her job completely. And so I literally, out of nowhere, I just, kind of put that message out there, and then I kept talking, and then I started talking about it on Facebook, like, I just want something different. And then the next thing I know, my husband got this job as the ag teacher, and then a position came open in the office, and I applied, I got the interview, I accepted the job, like all within a week. This was like about 2 months after I had said out loud that I'm going to make a shift at some point. So Lindy quit her job, and altogether is teaching. And then I actually went into the, public education field, and as the high school secretary, and I absolutely love it. I have a degree, it's in animal science, because I'm a livestock lover as well. And so it kind of fits into my husband as the ag teacher. And we actually raise, we raise and show pigs. So we go all over, just the United States, where we can go and show our show pigs, and we love it. And so all 3 of our girls do that. So, anyway, so I'm not really talking about big dreams and going after things, but what's kind of ironic is actually this week. So I've been at my job almost exactly a year. July 18th will be a year. And so, it's just the freedom. Like, I get to see my kids. I take them to school. They come to my office right after school. During the day, I can go see them. We're off at the same time during all the breaks. And my position does work in the summer because it's a school, believe it or not, if you don't know, it's actually really busy in the summer. I mean, you have to get all the bills paid and you have to get all the schedules made. So it's a high school, 9th through 12th grade. So there's a lot to get done. But this week we are off. I'm off work all week. This is just like a free week. Like, we're just off work. I get paid and I'm just off and I'm at home, and we're off next Monday and Tuesday for the holiday. And then I go back on Wednesday. So I was not expecting this at all. I actually was just off for a week at the beginning of June on family vacation to a pig show in Iowa. And then I get back and my boss is like, hey, we get off this whole week and half of the next week. And I'm like, wow, like I just can't even believe it. I'm just still grasping this new lifestyle that I have, that I've created, because I just put it in motion. I put it out there. I made a plan. I knew it was going to happen, and I wasn't going to stop until it did. And it just happened a lot sooner than I thought. So that's just a little bit of background. But so one thing I want to talk to you guys about today is about, I want to talk kind of about your own health journey. So we, the reason I became a Beachbody coach originally was to help with my own accountability for my own health journey. I've had moments of greatness, I call it, where I have competed in I've done some half marathons, I've done a full marathon, I've done a bikini competition, and I've done a Tough Mudder. So some pretty big, like, lofty goal, life, personal achievement things. I've done those. I did all those in my 30s. My early 30s. I didn't start being fit and like even caring about my health and my fitness until after I was 30, after I had my first child. So I was about 30, 31. And so I did all of those things between the age of 31 and actually probably it was even later, probably like 32 and about 30. I just did the Tough Mudder just a few years ago, probably about 37 or 38. So, I'm kind of the epitome of it's never too late. If you want to go after something and do something big and scary, just do it. Figure out a way and make it happen. I wasn't the fastest half marathon or the fastest marathon. I didn't look like the 20-year-olds on stage in a bikini, but obviously that wasn't my goal. And the Tough Mudder, I actually broke my leg during the Tough Mudder. But I finished and I got my headband, and I can say I'm a Tough Mudder, but that's a story for another day. So I'm not going to go into that. But, so, I'm a little late to the game. I mean, I think, so I didn't even start my Beachbody business until I was really about 40. I'm 42 right now. And so I didn't even start it until, so I've been in it 3 years, but I didn't really start working it till probably kind of the last year and a half, because I had, I broke my leg, like I said, in the Tough Mudder, and that was kind of my downward spiral. And then we had this change in management in my work, and my attitude just got bad, and I really had just kind of become the person that I was not liking the person that I was. And so I found Annie via social media, and I followed her and just fell in love with her. And we kind of had that commonality of livestock, and, she's a farmer's daughter, she always says, and she lives on her parents' cattle farm. And, when you just find that something in common with people, those people just speak to you because they just kind of get you, because they just understand your lifestyle. She had 3 kids. I have 3 kids. Our 3 kids are really close to all the same age. So anyway, fell in love with Annie, and I needed some accountability. I had gotten up to a weight that I was not happy with at all. And so my mental state was not great. My body state was not great. So I needed to turn it around. So I became a coach. I had heard of Shakeology for a really long time. I trusted the people that I knew that used it. And so I just started using it. And I mean, there's probably been a few days in the last 3 years that I haven't done it, but on average, every single day, I'm drinking that Shakeology. And because it makes my life easier. That's what I try to share with people, is that, this is, it's not magic. There is no magic. We all know it takes hard work, making the right choices, moving your body, drinking water, going to bed on time. I mean, there's a lot of pieces of the puzzle, building your mindset so you even believe that you can do it. But I needed the accountability. So I started as a coach for that reason, to have some accountability and to give myself a push, because I was at the time in my life that I needed a push, because I just wasn't really doing it for myself. And I thought, well, if someone else is counting on me, then I'll do it. And I wanted to get a discount, because who doesn't want a discount on something that you're using? I'm going to save as much money as I can. So that's kind of how I became a coach. And I, over the course of the next, I guess, probably 2 years, I lost 30 pounds. And I just kind of do this on my timeline. I don't have one of those, oh gosh, I lost, 40 pounds in 4 months or something like that. I think that's great. And I love that when people have that. That wasn't me. And, I'm okay with that. I just did it on my timeline that fits my life. And because I really watch what I eat, but I also enjoy a lot of foods too. I'm not eating chicken and broccoli at every single meal. But my goal is to try to incorporate what I eat into my life and make it truly a lifestyle. This time around, when I did this, I'm like, this is going to be a lifestyle for me. And I was determined. And so that is one message that I share with my people, that are my clients that I work with, that it is not a quick fix. If you want a quick fix, I can't help you, because that's not what I do. I want to help you change your life and take control of your food so that you can live a long, healthy life with the people that you love and improve your quality of life. That's my mission. And so I'm slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. And so I'd lost about 30 pounds over the course of 2 years, which I was very, very pleased with. And then I kind of had, when I changed jobs actually last year. So where we work now, my husband and I, it's about 50 minutes from where we live. So we're on the road every morning really early. We have to get up. We have to get our kids in the car. We have to go to school. And it takes us, nearly an hour to get there. And then in the afternoons, if my kids have basketball practice, or my husband has FFA livestock judging, or he's a trap team coach. So anything, we're there until late. We started eating some fast food, and I hate fast food, y'all. I only eat it out of pure necessity sometimes, and sometimes I don't. A lot of times I would drink my shake at night because I just refuse to eat fast food, and I hate that I have to feed it to my family sometimes. But over the course of the last summer, fall, with this job change and this shift, even though I was thrilled about my new job and I still love it, it was just, a new normal for us. So I actually put on 15 pounds. You guys, I put on 15 pounds. And it's amazing how that comes on so fast, and you just don't even realize it. And you guys, I was being mindful. That's what's really crazy about it. I kind of think that I kind of attribute it to age. Like, I think as you age, your body just changes, your hormones change, and your body just reacts to foods differently than it did before. But yes, I was eating some foods that I normally had not been eating when I was back in my other routine. So, yes, weight loss resistance, as Lindy just said in the comments. That's exactly right. So I think it was a little bit of both. I mean, it was a little bit of a lot of things. So anyway, the new year came, and I still, I was not as committed as I needed to be. And I thought, I have to figure out something different. And so I think, one thing I want to tell you guys is, don't be afraid to change things up. You guys, just because you're a health and fitness coach, you don't have to do it the same way the whole time of your life. You change, your life change, your body changes. Your circumstances change, like a job or a child or a parent or whatever. A lot of things change in your life, and you need to be able to change with that. So that's one kind of take home message that I want you to remember. And don't be afraid to do that. Don't think, well, I have to do it this way because this is the way I've always done, or I have to do 21-day fixed containers because that's what they say and that's what I've always done. That's great. I think those 21-day fixed containers are brilliant. I think that is so brilliant. And just how it gives people this package. And if someone is just starting, you can't beat it. That's perfect. You cannot beat that plan. But, as someone gets kind of more comfortable with themselves and they know how their body responds to food, they can change that up just a little bit and they get more confident. So that's what I did. So I had followed kind of 21-day fix, not completely religiously, but I'm so familiar with it. Obviously, I know about portion control and those things at this point. So I ended up, before even the Shailene Diet Beta test came out, I actually had started kind of my own just high fat, low carb, because I just read about it. I'd heard about it. I read about it. I had some other friends that did it. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to try it, give this a try. Well, you guys, it has been, I've lost those 15 pounds. And I did that in, I guess now it's been about 13 weeks. So just a little bit over 3 months. So about an average of about a pound a week. You know, I lost kind of a lot in the kind of the beginning. Then I kind of slowed down and tapered off a little bit. But that's just totally worked for my life. And so now, so I started in March, actually right after I saw Lindy in Tulsa at the Josh Coates conference. That is when I was like, I'm going to change things up. And I quit drinking Diet Dr. Pepper. I have drank Diet Dr. Pepper for my entire, I don't like in college, like way long time ago, I drank regular Dr. Pepper. I switched to Diet Dr. Pepper, I don't even know when, a long time ago. And I have drank probably at least one on average a day. I don't really keep it around the house, but I would buy it at work and I would drink it at work. But I quit it. I have not had a Diet Dr. Pepper in 13 weeks. And so that's when I kind of started the high fat, low carb, no Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm doing this. And it's been perfect. It's totally fit my life, you guys. I eat 2 to 3 meals a day. And one of those meals, one of those 3 or 2 sometimes is my shake. So I still do my shake religiously. I eat some peanut butter. I eat sausage and eggs and bacon, and we grow our own pork. So I have unlimited supply of sausage and bacon, which is so awesome. I eat 3 to 4 eggs a day. I eat a lot of raw vegetables with oil and vinegar dressing. I am a creature of habit, so I eat a lot of the same things every day. I know a lot of people that they can't do that, and that bothers them. To me, that's easy and that's simple, and that's my motto: keep it simple. I do intermittent fasting also. And again, it's perfect for me. I get up in the mornings. I drink I put grass-fed butter in my coffee. Sometimes I put whipping cream in my coffee. If I don't do the butter, I do MCT oil or coconut oil, and I drink on that and nurse on that for till 11. And then I have a meal, which is usually sausage and eggs or sausage and bacon. And then later in the day, I eat some raw vegetables with some vinegar and oil dressing. I eat a couple tablespoons of peanut butter, and I drink my shake. And on average, every day, that's what I eat. I don't count calories. I don't get into ketosis. I don't check my ketones because I'm not going to do that. I'm a huge believer in however you're going to lose the weight is how you need to live your life. Everybody is different. And that's the great thing about it is that everybody can do it what works for them. I'm not going to go extreme to lose the weight because I'm not going to stay extreme forever. And so even if it takes me longer, I'm totally okay with that because I want to master it. Like I want to know that this is how I'm going to do. Now that's not to say that the other day on Saturday night, we went to Colton's and I had 2 rolls. I have not even had a roll. I can't even remember when I ate a roll last, but we had gotten done with a pig show. My family puts on a pig show with some of the other families. We had been there from like 7 a.m. until 6 p.m. We were exhausted. I hadn't eaten hardly a meal all day. And we went and I had 2 rolls and that's fine. I'm going to eat some bread. Like I'm not going to go through my life and not eat bread. But I don't eat it very often because honestly, it doesn't make me feel very good. So, if you know anything about the diet beta test plan or the high fat, low carb, it's basically eliminating foods that cause inflammation in your body. And you kind of figure that out through trial and error. And then you eat those foods that your body likes. And then your body responds and you lose 15 pounds of fat. Just like that. It seems like it just came off so fast. And so, where I am now, I'm just kind of keeping going. I'm off this week. I'm a little bit off my schedule. I'm not as strict with myself. But I'll get back there. I kind of have seasons of, hitting it hard and then kind of laying off and kind of coasting and then hitting it hard again. That just kind of works for me. So, you guys don't be afraid to change it up. Like if something isn't working for you, research, figure out what works for you and change it up. And so Lindy said, so I eat between 11 o'clock is almost usually my first meal. Sometimes it's 11:30. Again, it's not set in stone because I just do whatever I feel like. I get really busy at work, which is another reason that this what time I work out. Yeah, I'll tell you that. So this is another reason that this eating style works for me, is because my job, y'all, high school secretary, is no joke. It is so busy. I mean, I have such a new respect. My husband's been a teacher all of our married life, but I never realized like what it was like and what the atmosphere was like until I'm in it. And I'm like, whoa. I mean, I just have such mad respect for teachers, anybody that works in public school system, cafeteria, custodian, everybody, y'all. It's hard. And it's just so busy. And you are responsible for other people's kids all day long. I mean, like the weight of your shoulders is like on you all day. You have to make sure those kids get home safe. And you have to teach them while they're there, right? And I have to pay the bills so the school can run. I mean, it's just, so much. But anyway, so this eating style is perfect for me because I don't really have to stop that often to eat. I eat a lot of calories at one time. And again, I don't count calories because, y'all, I'm not going to count calories for the rest of my life because that's just a pain. And I don't like to do that. I just like to keep it simple. So I have, though, for the sake of clients that I work with that are calorie counters, I have put in, like in my fitness pal, like how many calories do I eat so I can say this is about. So there are days that I eat like 1,000. Some days that I only eat like one meal. So I cook my sausage and then I cook my eggs in my sausage grease. So y'all, that's a lot of calories. And then I occasionally I sprinkle cheese over it. And then if I eat my raw veggies, I eat lettuce, cucumber, bell pepper, a whole avocado. And then I will put vinegar and oil dressing over that. And so that's another, I mean, I don't even remember. I don't know. That's probably 300-400 calories with the dressing and the whole avocado. So, and then my shake is 170-ish calories. And then sometimes I eat some peanut butter. That's about 200 calories. So on average, I'm eating, when I'm eating 3 times a day or so, I'm eating about 1,500, 1,600 calories. But then some days I only eat 1,000. So I kind of just, I don't even necessarily alternate it. I just, whatever for that day, that's just what I eat. But I would say, an average of 1,200. Some days it's 1,000 calories. Some day it's 1,500 or 1,600 calories. I do eat carbs. So I have my shake. I have my veggies, because avocados actually have quite a few carbs in them. So I don't get below the 20 grams or anything. I think I probably average about 50 to 60 grams of carbs a day. Sometimes it might only be like 40. So on average, I eat at 11. And then most days I actually stop around 5 or 6 at night. And you guys, I feel so much better when I don't eat after that 6. I almost never, almost have I hardly ever eat after 7. But I almost always eat usually before 6. And sometimes my last meal is on my way home when I'm drinking my shake at 5. But I drink tons of water. So since I quit drinking the Diet Dr. Pepper, I drink at least 100 ounces of water a day, if not more. And then I drink my coffee. So I drink my coffee in the morning. I drink a ton of water all day long. And I do occasionally drink unsweet tea just because I like it. And I just get kind of tired of water. And I do sometimes drink Crystal Light squirt stuff in my water, because sometimes I just get tired of water, so I want something new. And as far as when I work out, so I work out most of the time in the morning, but that means I have to get up super early because we leave, during the school year, we leave at 6:30, 6:40. So I have to get up about 4:45 a.m. and I never work out over 30 minutes. You guys, my results do not come from my exercise. They come from my food. That's why I really, really, really try to push the nutrition. The exercise, you guys, that feeds my mind. That is for my mindset. I'm not over here killing it. Some mornings I'm barely moving, but I'm moving. I'm up. The days that I get up earlier and I move and do something, I feel so much better the rest of the day than the days that I sleep in until 5:30 or whatever and get up. It's amazing how that works out. It's partly just mental because I just I got up, I did it, Are you able to do high intensity workouts, limited calories? Great question. And yes, I am. So, I did Sean week and I did fine. I'm 40 years old, 42 years old. I've had 3 kids. I don't do jump around crazy you guys. I just don't. Um, but I'm still pretty intense, but I don't wear a heart rate monitor. Like, I don't know what my heart rate's getting up to, but for me, like, I'm like pushing myself, like I have to stop, like get my breath. Okay. Then I can go again, but so no, I do not have any problem with that, but I have always been like a fasted, done like fasted cardio the whole time I've been an exerciser. Even when the only time I ever ate before I exercised was if I was going to run, like when I was training for my marathons and half marathons. If I was going to run like over 6 miles, I would eat something. Besides that, I just have always done it on empty stomach. And I think my body, some people can't do that. And you guys, I wouldn't advise that. You kind of need to test that out. I think it's what your body gets used to. But I have never been a big eater before I exercise. So I just don't think my body really needs it. And I fuel my body. You guys, I think the water, that is key. Like being hydrated, like constantly. I am constantly drinking water. And since my body always has like fluid in it, I think that helps, like helps give you energy. And that's one reason that I can do it, because I'm such a dedicated water drinker. And I mean, and then the fat, you guys, that high fat, it gives you energy. It's a different energy. I think it does take your body a little bit of time to get used to. So even if you can't do those high intensity exercises right now, you'll get there. Like, just keep at it. You guys, don't quit. You guys, I think there is a lot of health benefits to this lower carb. And I'm not saying no carb. I'm not saying ketosis. I don't know a lot of that science. I mean, I know what I've read and what I've heard, but I don't know a lot of those details. But you guys, not giving your body, just bread and tortillas and crackers, you guys, you are going to benefit from that and live a lot longer. I just know it. Like, it doesn't weigh you down. You immediately feel better when you are not eating those foods. So your body loves it. So I think, just stick it out. Like, if you're trying this, you guys, stick it out. Because what's your midsection, when you eat, I know when I did the bikini competition, I learned a lot about this. So I did eat a very low carb. I ate oatmeal once a day. I drank like some protein shakes when I was doing that. I was not doing Shakeology when I did that. I wish I was. I wish I would have had Shakeology when I was doing that. That pretty much, oatmeal was pretty much my only carb. I ate around 40 grams of carbs when I was in carbs from green veggies. I ate a lot of green veggies. But you guys, my midsection, it just like shrunk, because that sugar, the sugar from the carbs goes straight to your belly. So when you are not feeding your body those, it just, like, you look in the mirror in the morning, you're like, whoa. So you guys, take pictures. I cannot stress it enough. Take pictures. Do it in a bikini. Do it in your bra and your underwear. Just do it for you. You don't ever have to post it. I want you to post it because I want you to share your results, because that's part of my second part of my message is, when I started the last 2 months, my business has like went from kind of average to like up here. I've hit Success Club 10 or 14 each month. I've had my highest paychecks, which of course dramatically helps my family. And as it helps y'all, as y'all know, any extra, $50, you're thrilled with that. And I made $862 last month. $862, you guys, that is extra. My husband and I we both have full-time jobs, and we have that to help supplement us and help feed ourselves, go on our trips, feed our pigs. I mean, it is just so beneficial. Yes, yay. And it's hard, you guys. I was thinking about, I really love makeup. I'm not like a makeup artist or anything, but I just, as much of a country girl as I am, and I don't even always fix my hair. Actually, we have a swimming pool at our house, and my hair, this is like my swimming pool hair, because we swam earlier. But I love makeup. And I was kind of thinking the other day, I was like, why didn't I get into a makeup company? And you guys, I'm not trying to put makeup companies down, but you guys, like, makeup, people don't have an emotional attachment to makeup. They just want some good makeup that's kind of reasonably priced. And I always buy my makeup, from people like Beauty Control, Mary Kay, Limelight, all these like home-based businesses. That's how I always buy my makeup. I don't buy it at a store. I want to help my friends, and I just like that. You can go and you can try it on, and you can send it back if you don't like it. Just like Shakeology, you can send it back if it doesn't work. Yeah, Mary Kay. Yeah, have that in my makeup cabinet right now. But I was kind of thinking, I was like, gosh, Dawn, why didn't you go into a makeup business? Because I love network marketing. I think it's brilliant. It's such a great way to supplement an income and work from home. And again, I'm not putting that down, but people don't have an emotional attachment. You guys, it's hard to be a coach. It's hard. I know you guys are in the trenches with me. And so not only do you have to work on you and your mind, you have to work on other people's minds. It's hard. I mean, you guys feel me? You know how this is. And I'm like, no one has an emotional attachment to makeup. They just want some good foundation and a great mascara. You can sell that like that, you guys. That is, easy. If you're trying to sell something, makeup, it's consumable. People go through it. You sell it over and over and over and over. Trying to get someone, and how easy it is for someone to buy makeup, and then how hard it is to get them to believe that they can change their life and that how the importance of putting healthy food in their body. Y'all, it's hard. I'm with you. I feel you every day. I'm like, am I doing the right thing? Like, am I supposed to be doing this? Am I supposed to be a coach? Because sometimes I feel like I'm not getting anywhere with people. And then sometimes, you get those calls from people and they're like, thank you so much. Or the people that never are going to be your customer, but they love on you and tell you how much you help them all the time and how much you inspire them. And, and then I kind of step back and I'm like, I don't know. I just think that God put like Beachbody in my life for a reason. He put Beachbody in your life for a reason. There is a reason that we're here. There is a reason that after 3 years, I am still a diamond coach and I am still here. It's just because I think it's just what I'm supposed to be doing and I can't argue with it. And I think that, God just said, Dawn Mabry, you're supposed to be a coach. You're supposed to push past your limits and push out of your comfort zone, and you're supposed to help other people do the same. And I don't care how hard it is, it's what you're supposed to do. And so I'm still here. And it's kind of my never give up. I don't know if I'll ever be a 1-star diamond. I don't know if I'll ever be a 2-star diamond. I don't know if I'll ever make past $1,000 in a month. But I'm okay with that, because I just think I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I am changing my life. I'm being an example for my 3 girls, and there is nothing better. They see me, drinking my shake. We had a shake party the other day. I made a strawberry, I made a chocolate, I made a cafe latte. All my kids like different flavors. And we just sat around and we're just drinking them. And they know that I exercise. Oh, mom's upstairs exercising. My daughter just saw me. She came up here and she saw me on this training call, trying to help you guys and trying to push you to never give up. There's nothing better. That's why I'm here. And that's why I'm supposed to be here, no matter how hard it gets in my own journey or how hard it is for other people, for me to push other people. I'm just here. And I'm in it, and I'm going to be in it, y'all. I'm not quitting. I'll probably be the 50-year-old coach. I might still be, just hanging out at my same rank. I don't care. I'm just helping people. And yes, I strive to move up in rank because that means that I'm helping more people and I'm helping my family and my income. But, again, I don't know. I don't know if I'll get there. But I'm just not giving up, and I'm not giving up on myself, and I'm not giving up on other people, because y'all, people need you. There are so many people hurting just in their own health. Oh gosh, it is just sad really when you look around and you think about, you see their outside and you think, what in the world is going on in here to make that? And it's sad, but you have the opportunity to help people and just give them the push. Say one positive thing, give them a smile. I don't know. You just never know. I always say you never know what that one thing that you might do that might help turn somebody around, like that might help them turn that corner. You don't know. So that's why you have to keep at it, and you have to keep talking, and you have to keep sharing, and you have to keep inspiring. Because you're going to at some point help that one person turn the corner, and it's going to be all worth it. And you're going to know that you're doing the right thing. So Shannon asked if my family does high fat too. They do not. So for example, like if we make taco salad, they eat it with either hard tacos, corn tortillas, or flour tortillas. I eat just a taco salad. If we make roast potatoes and carrots, I'm not a big fan. I love potatoes and carrots, but I actually don't like it in the roast. I make myself a salad, and I get the roast, the meat, and I put ranch dressing over it because it's so good that way. I know it sounds kind of strange, but ranch over the roast over lettuce is so good. So I just modify my food based on what they're eating. If we eat spaghetti, I'll eat a salad, and I won't eat any noodles, and I'll eat the meat and the tomato sauce and all that. I'm trying to think of some other examples. And if it's something that like chicken and rice, we make kind of like chicken and rice casseroles sometimes. I'm actually not a huge fan of that. My family loves it. I just drink my shake that night, and I just don't worry about it. And they know that mom eats. Like, they don't think that mom, doesn't, like, she's starving. They, by no means, they see the food that I eat every day. They see me take my little lunch of my Walmart sack full of all my food every day. So they know that I eat, so they're not thinking that I'm not eating, which, would not be a good idea and not the example that I want to set. So we just make it work. We just modify it. I don't make anything special. So I either modify what I'm feeding them, or I drink my shake, and then I just call it good, and we're good.
Dawn, I don't.
So, and back. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want you to get cut off because we have like less than a minute. Can I?
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, you know what? I've said everything I need to say.
Okay. Thank you. And what I want to do is maybe add you into our team page for like a day, and I'll go live about what I do, and then people can ask you some questions about it there. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. I just love listening to Dawn. She just has such a beautiful heart, and she's so passionate. And I really have seen how her working on herself has really elevated her posts and her business. And so that's what I wanted you guys to hear. And I know you guys are curious about the high fat, low carb too. So I will go live about it here in a bit, and I'll add Dawn in, and she can answer any questions then. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, everybody. Hi, Stacy. Thank y'all.
You.
Bye.